Rockford's number one hit music station 97 Z. Okay, Steve Shannon show with producer MJ. Kind of a difficult week we've all gotten through here somehow, some way. For some, it's been tougher than others. I will tell you, too, for the black community, it has been a difficult but yet also a beautiful week. I will tell you that last night, watching television and then switching to seeing someone's live video feed of the protest on State Street, when I saw those people lay on their stomach for just shy of 9 minutes, and we all know why it was that length of time, was just like one of the most beautiful things I've seen in this city since I've lived here. Just a remarkable sight. And, and for me, race is never really something we talk about a lot on this show. We just don't, I am of mixed race. I don't know if you know that. I have a black father and a white mother. And the thing that keeps like resonating in me is when I watched this video of Walter Payton's daughter a few days ago, and she talks about what happened to her in the drive-thru of a pharmacy. And this white man got out and made all kinds of remarks to her and pulled a watermelon out of his trunk and shook it sort of in her face. And I think I want to thank this may sound confusing at first and kind of ridiculous, but I actually want to thank the racists that I've encountered in my life. And I'm telling you, I could tell lots of stories, just like I'm sure Walter Payton's daughter, Brittany, could tell, but you just kind of internalize that stuff and you just keep moving forward. But then sometimes something bursts. And I think this week, for those who have been the victims of racism, we've all sort of burst in different ways, because those who participated in Blackout Tuesday, who wanted a moment to understand what it must be like, it's a bit like coronavirus. If you don't have it, if you don't experience it, it's hard to believe sometimes that it exists. Well, I thought growing up of mixed race was one of the best things possible because I had two parents came from completely different cultures. But kindergarten proved that different because, kids can sometimes be the worst on the playground. And it started for me hearing words like zebra and Oreo and half-breed and stuff like that. But I'm 6 years old. I don't even know how to deal with that. So I'm coming home crying all the time with my mom. And I remember when I finally started filling out job applications to look for a job, and it asked about race. And I didn't know what to put in there because I thought if I wrote that I'm black, does that not recognize my mom and her heritage in my life? And if I put that I'm white, because there was no biracial or mixed race in the 1980s on a job application. There's been times even through my life where I've had encounters with other black people who have made remarks to me, even it started in high school, because I listened to the wrong kind of music as far as they were concerned. And so I was not black enough to be a part of a particular group. Even as an adult in this city, when I moved here 25 years ago, I was asked to be a part of a committee. And the committee leader said to me, I'm not sure if this minority committee is going to be right for you because I don't think you're black enough. What the hell does that mean? So when Brittany Payton started talking about how she worries about her kids because her kids are of mixed race, and there's a whole separate stigma that comes with that. I need water, just a second. The worst of it that I have kept to myself ever since I've been on the radio, and I've been on the radio since the late 1980s, and I've moved all around the country, and it's happened several times in every city and state I've lived in. I'll encounter somebody, and they'll say to me, oh my gosh, I had no idea you were black. You don't sound black on the radio. Like, are you kidding? So this is a wonderful thing that is happening in this country, this awakening, and that so many people, I had a friend who I grew up across the street from, who I haven't heard from since we were in high school, just sent me a random message through the Steve Shannon Show's Facebook page to say thank you for being my friend when I grew up and helping me become the person that I am today. Because, I was my dad and I were the only blacks in the neighborhood. And to the kids I played with, there was no difference. And she just we haven't talked in 30 years, more than 30 years. So please, I guess what I just want to say is, when I say that I thank the racists that I've encountered in my life, because they have taught me how to love.
I've never met a human that loves more than Steve. And to see such a strong human break because of a skin color is disgusting, and it needs to stop. So the time is now to look deeper, to love deeper, and to spread what Steve loves to spread for him, which is joy. So
I just want to close by saying, you know what? Don't just pretend to love others. Hate what's wrong and hold tightly to what's good. Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. Learn how to forgive. Learn how to forget. Sometimes it is helpful, but love is most important. I just want to thank you, MJ, for what you just said.
Love will get us through all this, and I love you so much, and so does this city. So thank you for representing. We love you. I really, really, really love this message from Dallas. She wanted to thank you for sharing your story. She said, definitely made me cry knowing the struggles that you and other people of color have gone through. I promise as a white mother that I will raise my white daughter to not judge people based on their skin color. Thank you for using your voice. I pray this country comes together and racism is an issue of the past.
I have the same prayers, Dallas. Thank you.
Me too.